Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video, I was over the moon excited to film. I was feeling sick to the core, like for a past 1 week, I would say. And this baby, I was just waiting to play with this. I'm talking about the Ensley Reign Cosmetics Lands of Enchantment palette. This is how the box it came in. I gasped when I saw this box because this is such a beautiful, pretty packaging altogether. I love this artwork. And when you open this box, I'm pretty sure everybody would receive this. The palette sits inside this. I love the touch of the palette that sits in between like this, all the foam, so that your palette is like extremely protected. And it says shine bright like a star seed. How beautiful is that? I love this box. This box is not going anywhere. I'm going to save it along with their Twisted Tea Party palette. Packaging, I absolutely loved the packaging of it. Wait till you see the inside because that is stunning. That's everything that we're looking for. Exactly the same packaging that is there in the box. And you can see Lands of Enchantment by Ensley Reign Cosmetics. You have all the details here. And then all the palettes, by the way, I've never mentioned it before. All the Ensley Reign packaging comes sealed and you have to break the seal. And that is when you can like open the palette. It also comes with a beautiful mirror. I love. It's like a princess, fairy, mythical kind of a whole theory behind it. It's like, you know, magic on the wall. Who is the prettiest of the all? That's how I feel about it. And this is such a beautiful color story, you guys. If you like fairy, like mythical, like beautiful wintry tones, this is going to be right up your alley. It has a beautiful mix of pinks, purples, blues, greens, and filled with holochromes and shifty multichromes, duochromes, etc. It also has that UV shade. It has some bunch of shimmers. I'll show you on the screen how the swatches look because I'm not going to swatch everything in front of you, but I definitely want to swatch the shimmers so that you can see the shifts in the dimension. So let's start with that. Let's first start off with all of the holochrome shades. The first one that I see is Earth Light. Then I see True Essence. And then I see Moon Magic. So these are definitely all holochromy shades. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. This is, I see pink to a silver shifting shade. And I also see like a baby pink when I shift really hard. And it's full of holochromes. And the second one is more like a silvery, silvery blue shade. It doesn't have a lot of shifts, but it's full of holochromes. And then we have Moon Magic, I think, which is like a purple to a blue shifting shade. It also has a green in it. And again, it's full of holochromes. So let me show you that. Look how stunning those shades are. Hopefully you can see the holochrome shimmers because that's exactly what I want to show. Ensley Reign Cosmetics definitely has some beautiful shimmers. Like look at the after the swatch, how my finger looks. That's how beautiful it is. Stunning. Okay, let's move on to the next set of shades. Let's move on to the iridescent shades. We have Divine Light, Fae, and we have Light Language, which is all like super iridescent but super shifty. Can you see that? This is a UV shade. This is more of like that, that shifts from a golden to a violet pink shade. And this definitely has a blue, purple, green shift. Beautiful these are. Let me swatch it here so that you can see it on the curves. And the best part is because it's iridescent, it just transforms any eye look. Oh my God, look at that. Do you see those? It's so pretty and it goes like transparent. So pretty. I'm actually wearing one of the shades on my eyes here. Just stunning, you guys. Okay, let's move on. Now let's do some duochrome shades. Shattered Stars, Lunar Night, Star Seed, Cosmic Flow, Lemuria. We have one more, Moonrise. But wait, I don't have enough fingers. There you go. Some of them out of the lot are definitely more like iridescent, but duochrome again. But they definitely pack a punch. Let me also swatch the last shade. Wait, this is a Moonrise. It's beautiful, like a golden to a pink shifting shade. So those are the rest of the shimmers. Definitely, can you see that blue to purple shifting shade? This is another iridescent duochrome. This was Shattered Stars. And then this was Lunar Light. This was Star Seed. And the last one is Moonrise. It's like a golden to a pink. Very, very pretty eyeshadows. Like super pretty. Once you've seen all the live swatches, let me show you in the outside lighting how these beautiful shadow reflects, because these just have so many shifts in dimension that you definitely need to see in person how it looks. And once you've seen all the swatches, now let's move on to the 3 looks that I created using this palette. Okay, let's begin with our first look. Don't even know where to start, but I feel like we should definitely do like 3 color stories. I can definitely see. I can see purples, I can see blues, I can see greens. We'll see where we should. I don't want to do like super intricate looks because you can definitely go a lot intricate with this palette. I want to start with blues. I don't know where we'll go, but we'll start. I'm going to start with the deepest blue, which is Edge of Night. This went super deep when I swatched it. More of like a jewel tone shade. So I'm going to start on the edge. Of course, just ignore the fact that I have eyeliner on. If you guys know me, you know how much I love to wear eyeliners when I go out. I am going to apply a little bit of powder underneath. I know I look a little weird, but it's okay. I don't want blue all over my underneath the eyes. And these like deeper tones tend to be a little fallouty. And I don't want that. I want a little bit more of a lifted eye look, as you can see. So I'm going to just stamp it right here. And look how beautiful that blue is. And then once we have majority of the pigment on the outer corners, I'm just gonna start blending the edges. As you can see, there's definitely fallout with that shade, and that's mainly because I'm packing it. I am expecting these 4 shades to have fallout. This, and this, because it's jewel tone shades. Okay, now let's move on to the other blue, which is Transcend. This blue, it's like a mid-tone baby blue. Definitely picking up powder in the pan, and I'm gonna slowly start blending it with the other blue. Because this has some pastel shades. One, I definitely want to know how well it blends with each other. I mean, I am well aware of Ensley Reign formula and they blend really well. I am not a big pastel person myself, just because one, pastels don't show up nicely on me. So this will be really exciting to see how pastels blend with jewel tones. Look at that blend. So pretty. That was amazing. Like amazing. Oof, I'm in love with that shade. Like that as like an all matte eye also would be amazing, those 2 shades. But again, because we are playing with shades, we will keep on moving. Now let's take this shade, which is A Lost World. And this is more of like a minty blue shade. It has like a green minty shade to it, but also I feel like it'll pair well with that blue. these are pastels. But look how beautifully it shows on my medium skin tone. Well done, Ensley Reign. Well done. Oh, I'm in love. Love. And mind you, I purposely did not go with like a white base. And if you want, I'll definitely use the white base on the other eye just to show you how things pop a little bit more. I don't see a use for it just because these shades are popping without any effort. Oh my God, tell me if that's not pretty. I don't know what it is. I can clearly see the distinction of like that deep blue to that light blue to that minty green shade. So, so pretty. I feel like we should use the mint just to wrap this thing up in the inner corners. I love it. Love it. Okay. That's basically what I'm going to do on the top eye, except the shimmers, of course. So let's dive into the shimmers. What are we going to do is another question. You cannot imagine how much oh my God, I'm dying to use that shade, Moon Magic. This one. Is it blue? Is it green? Is it pink? Is it red? It's an holographic shade. It's such a pretty shade. Let's do it. You live once. We should use that. Oh my God. Such a magical shade. Such a magical shade. Okay. I know there's a lot of mattes already, but I don't want to go with the glitter glue. Just because I know that Ensley Reign formula. Oh my God, this is so pretty. Ensley Reign formula does have a lot of binding power already in it. So I generally do not go with any glitter glue. Let's just apply it and see. That's a party shade. Oh my God. It looks like a glitter. It doesn't feel like one because there's so much going on in that shade. Oh my, can you see that? It's so much, so much. I love it. That is definitely party in a shade. I don't know. How are others gonna top this? I don't know. Okay, let's take this shade, which is True Essence. It's another holochrome actually. Should we do another holochrome? I feel it'll be really good. Let's take the shade True Essence. This one. This is like full of special shades. I'm gonna just tap it right there in the beginning and melt it with the other shade. Okay, that's all holochrome. Oh my God. I don't know if I've ever pulled over this much like holochromy goodness on my eyes. I just don't know. Okay, I'm going to finish off this eye, sweep off the excess underneath the eyes, and then I'll come back to finish off the lower lash. Okay, it easily swept away actually. Dig back into the edge of Nightshade, the deeper blue shade. I'm going to connect the upper lid shade to the lower lash line on the edge, keeping it very close to that. And then I'm going to take that transcend shade, the midtone blue, in the middle, just replicating whatever was there on the top. And then going to take this Lost World shade, which is that minty blue shade, and take that in the inner third of the line. Okay, now I'm going to take a tiny blending brush, 13 mini, where are you? There you go. And just blend everything together. Let me finish off this eye with some liner and lashes and come right back. And that's my first eye look. I feel like a winter princess. I love the way how this turned out. Definitely a party look. There's a lot going on my eyelids. It's a lot of holographic shimmers and I'm loving it. Like the way it's shimmering, it's so beautiful and it definitely has a shift to it too. Because when I see straight on, I see like blue silver. And when I see in this mirror, I see like purple shifting. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me see. Do you see it? I definitely see like a purple shimmer coming throughout it, like shift coming throughout it. I love it. Love it. I don't think that this shade has like the shift, the one that is True Essence. But the shade, this one, the Moon Magic, definitely has like a blue to a purple shifting shade. Also has green and so many holographic shimmer. I never felt more pretty in a blue eye look. This is stunning, stunning. I look like a winter princess. Okay, let's move on to the next. I am so excited. We're gonna apply a similar strategy, but we have to dive into purples. So we'll do that. Definitely want to start with this Great Crystal. Let's take that. So Great Crystal is more of like a deeper cool tone purple shade. Tap off the excess. How stunning that shade is, man. This year, I don't know, should I be blaming the brands or should I be happy because every brand this holiday season came for purples, and you know how much I love my purples. So my wallet is not that happy about it, but oh my god, are the brands on their A game this time. So stunning, and the quality is so beautiful too. Again, just tapping Great Crystal, tapping it more like, again, a lifted eye look. This is definitely more rounded. We'll see. I go with the flow. Maybe it'll be rounded, maybe it'll be not. We'll know in just a minute. Okay, so once we have that, how beautiful of a purple shade that is. Love it. Okay, so once we have that, I'm just gonna start stamping the edges, and then we'll start dipping into another shade. Let's take this Atlantis shade, which is a mid-tone purple shade, this one. Just wiping off the same brush. This was A501 by BK Angie Hot and Flashy brush. So dipping into Atlantis, tapping off the excess, and start to blend over the edges and mix it with the other purple. These shades are definitely blending with each other so nicely. There's no demarcation and nothing. The way it gradiates is stunning, you guys. It's stunning. Oh my god, I love a good blendable, buildable formula, and that's exactly what this is giving me. Okay, I'm going to take a clean blending brush. Let's take this. This is reference number 13. I'm going to actually, let's use another shade. I'm going to take this Enlighten shade, which is more of a pastel purple. Did you see that? This one? It's like a lilac purple. And I'm going to start blending the edges with that shade. Just so that we don't have like a stark line going through and everything blends beautifully. Small circular motion should do. Look how stunning it looks. Oh my god, I'm so amazed. Love it. Okay, let's take a pastel pink shade. I mean, you cannot go wrong with pinks and purples. Oh, did I not tell you that I'll do a white base? Totally forgot about it. Okay, let's do that. Obviously, this is a pastel pink, and without any white base, you can see how that pops. And then melting with that purple. I know Angie loves her pastel mattes. I mean, if you're looking for pastel mattes, look no further. This is stunning. I'm gonna wrap this on my inner corners. I've actually started applying matte inner corners only because of Angie. You should be knowing that. I'm also gonna use this portal shade, which is gonna act like a portal between pink and the lavender. Okay, once we have that all blended, how can you even get over it? Like, the blend is unrealistically beautiful. This eyelash is not sticking. Ignore that. But look at that blend. Okay, now they all will go so well together. That's why I'm getting like confused. I think I'm gonna take this Lemuria shade, this one, and then I'll top it off with this shade, which is Divine Light. So let's do that. So Lemuria is more of like a blue to a purple shifting shade. Oh my God, how stunning that is. This doesn't have a holochromy particle. It's just a lot of shift. I mean, this palette, if you're getting this palette, you're expecting a lot of shiftiness happening, because this is a very special formula palette. If you love purple, green, pinks, this palette is going to be stunning for you. How beautiful. I'm going to just go back into that purple shade. This one, I'm just going to deepen out the outer corners because I don't want to lose that. And I'm wiping off the excess, going back into Atlantis and just stamping the edges. There you go. That's it. That's all. A++. Okay, now let's go into a smaller, flatter brush. Just go into this Divine Light shade. It's a very iridescent shade, okay? So it is green, purple, blue, but it is very like iridescent shade. I'm going to just spray it a tiny little bit just because I already have a matte, like a pastel matte underneath. I want it to stick. See, look at that. Oh my God, look at the shift. And I'm gonna just melt it down with that purple to blue shifting shade. Oh, that's stunning. Obviously, I want to get a little bit more precise. That's why I'm applying it with my brush. But if you want to apply this with your finger, can you imagine like a purple, like a deep purple smoky eye with like these two shades and then this all across the eyelid? It'll be so beautiful because this is so much of shiftiness happening, but with that iridescent base. So pretty. Love it. Love it. Okay, let me take off this powder underneath the eye and I'll come right back. There was absolutely no fallout under this eye. Now, let's move on to the lower lash line. And for the lower lash line, let's start off with this shade, Utopia. It's like a warm tone purple shade, I would say. And let's apply that on the outer corner of the lower lash line. Obviously, you can do whatever we did on the top, but I want to use as many colors as I can just to test everything out. And then I'm going to take this shade, which is Majestic, and melt it down with that warm tone purple shade. Oh, that is such a beautiful mauve shade. Especially melted down with this and this would be such a beautiful look. Wait, you guys, my eyes are watering because I'm coughing constantly. I'm not crying, I promise. It's just I'm under the weather so bad this time. Where's my brush now? Yeah, but what I was saying is, this shade with that warm purple shade, it's such a beautiful shade all by itself. It's going to be lovely. I'm going to dip back into this shade just to wrap it up on the inner corners. Such a beautiful shade. Okay, now let me finish off this eye with some liner and lashes and I'll get right back. And that's my second eye look. This is totally my vibe. You know how much I love my purples. And I combine that purple and pink with that green iridescent shade. So pretty looking, so pretty looking. Obviously, this eye has the shiftiness that you're looking for, but it's not like shebang with those holographic shimmers. But nevertheless, both of them like look stunning. They all went like, both of the eye looks went on the same direction on like dark, mid-tone, light, and then shimmers. I feel like that works beautifully, especially when you're dealing with purples. Especially if you are like my skin tone. I really loved this. I cannot wait for the third eye look because I definitely wanted to dip into like greens and pinks. So let's see how that rolls. I'll be right back. How much I hated removing the eye. I am loving these eye looks. To remove one eye was like another stress level for me. I was like, should I remove the blue eye? Should I remove the purple eye? And then I was like, okay, we'll do another holochromy look. So let's take out the holochromy shimmery eye. I was crying internally, you guys. I was crying internally. As promised, I'm applying a lighter base on this eye. I just applied my Anastasia eye primer. I'll apply a little bit of concealer underneath the eye just because when I wiped this eye, obviously all the concealer went away. Just a little bit. And then we'll heavily apply the powder just because, again, because of the fallout issue. Not that I experienced any fallout in any other shade except that jewel tone, deeper tone shades. So I'm applying my Wet n Wild loose setting powder, and that just does the trick for me. And after doing the eye, I can just easily sweep it off. Okay, now let's move on to the third eye look. What are we doing? I know I need to use the greens. For you green lovers, I know. Okay, so let's start off with that. That is Pleiadian. I don't know, you guys. You know, this green. Pleiadian shade. I'm thinking of, I love the combination of green and pinks together. So I'm thinking we should do that. But you tell me, if you want something else, we can do that too. I wish I could just hear you guys saying things. Look how deep. If you thought this palette cannot go deep, you can see the pigment for yourself. Like, you definitely can. And I feel like these mattes are performing just better than anything else that I've tried from them. Like, not even kidding. Like, I feel like I've tried their Harvest Moon palette. I have tried their Twisted Tea Party palette. These mattes, dare I say, I love Blend Bunny formula. I feel like these mattes are performing like that when I'm blending with each other. Like, it's so good. Okay, what are we doing, you guys? Let's stick to the plan. Stick to the plan, Smithy. Let's take Awakening shade, this green. Okay, tapping off the excess and trying to melt it with that green. These pastel-y shades, I swear, these are like very lightweight, powdery formula. It's not sticking to the eyelid on the first glance, but they're so blendable with each other that as soon as you like go back and forth, you'll get the easiest blend that you ever wanted. Look. I don't even need to say anything. Like, it's so seamless with each other. It's just stunning. They did something really special here. So officially, we've used all the mattes of the palette. If that's not a blend, I don't know what you're looking for. Like, that's amazing to me. So pretty, you guys, so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna take my reference number 13. Let's do something different. I'm gonna go into this Utopia shade, just a tad bit, okay? I don't know, am I ruining it? I don't know. I want to take that right here in the inner part of the crease. I think I've seen Annette's makeup corner do it. Am I as talented as she is? Absolutely not. But I want to try. Like that, okay? Am I feeling it? Yeah, I am. Okay. Now, I'm going to take, let's take this shade, Portal. And I'm gonna take that on the edge of that pink just to blend it even further. Okay, and then for the bridging shade, I'm gonna take this shade, which is Paradise, and I'm just gonna melt it back and forth. Okay, there you go. I love it. I love it. Okay, now time for the shimmers. What are we gonna do? Definitely wanna hop into this shade, Earth Light. Should we go opposite? I think that would be beautiful. We're definitely gonna do more looks, okay? Because I'm not satisfied with the amount of looks that I'm doing, but I do not have time, you guys. I really do not. So did I even tell you what? Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, that is Earth Light. Such a beautiful holochrome shimmer. And against that green, it's popping so much. Going in a diagonal way, just so that it melts with that green. And I don't want to stick that to the pink. Want to keep that open purposely. Just gonna go back into that brush with no additional product and just melt those shades. Going back into Awakening just a tad bit and just melting it there. So beautiful. Okay, now let's take, where's that Refer brush? I definitely need that. Refer number 2 mini. And I'm gonna take, okay, let's take this, okay? Lunar Light. It has a light pink base, but it has a strong green shimmers running throughout it. I'm gonna spray my brush just because I want like a cut crease situation. So let's spray it. And then let's apply that right here. Oh my God, this is so pretty. So pretty. I'm mesmerized. If you cannot feel me. Now once we have that cut creasy situation, just so pretty, you guys. I'm gonna go back into that Earth Light shade and just mesh both of them together. Do you like this kind of a look on me? Or is it too much? You like Smithy, stop. You're not an intricate eye look person. I would not mind it, okay? If you feel like this shape is not for you, Smithy, just stay for your basics. Don't do any cut creasy situation. I'll get it, guys. I'll get it. Just sound it down in the comment section below so that I never do it again. But newness is always welcome, you know? I'm gonna just dust it off. Again, you see, no fallout, okay? And then let's take one more shimmer. Let's dip into this shade, Fae. And this is more of like that pink, iridescent, but pink duochrome. And then just place that right here. Look at that. So pretty. Just gonna wrap it around. Oh wow, that was stunning. Stunning. Okay. And for the lower lash line, let's do the same two combinations. I'm gonna start with Utopia, that magenta shade. And then go into that deep dark green, Pleiadian shade. And then just join it together. Okay. Then taking my Refer 13 mini, I'm going back into this Portal shade and then just blowing it out on the lower lash line just to melt everything together. Just like that. Let me finish off this eye with some liner and mascara and then I'll get right back. And that's my third eye look. My eyes are watering just because one, I hate applying lashes, but these eyes definitely were screaming for lashes. But if I can, if I can. Okay, let's go into the palette. Out of how many shades are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of the 25 shades, there's only 3 shades that I did not use. I did not use the shade Light Language, which is that UV shade. I feel like that with that blue would be amazing. That with that green would be amazing. That with that purple would be amazing. But that needs like impact of itself, just because it has that UV light throughout it. It needs to shine by itself. And then we did not use Moonrise, which can be like an everyday shade for me, especially just because it is like a golden to a pink shifting shade, but we'll definitely use that. I'll do a few more looks and I'll post it on Instagram and tag Ensley Reign so that you know that I've used those shades. And then we did not use Cosmic Flow, which I'm dying to use. Actually, 4 shades we did not use. So Cosmic Flow as well as Star Seeds. This Star Seed shade is more like a blue to a purple shifting shade, which I have used quite a few times. We'll definitely use this too, which is more of like that pink to a bronze shifting shade. But otherwise, we've used like 21 shades out of 25, which is saying a lot. And none of the shades gave me any trouble. I loved the blendability of it. These shades are definitely difficult to create. You are buying this palette if you love cool tones, because this screams cool tone. It screams winter to me. It seems fairy-like, princessy vibes, you know, Elsa. That's what the feeling that I get. But the blendability, the quality of this palette is A++. Absolutely would recommend. If I have 5 thumbs, I would give it a 5 thumbs up, because these just blended to an absolute dream. I cannot wait to play with the purples with the minty shades, because I feel like those would be amazing. Like I want to pair these 3 shades together. How stunning would that be? The possibilities of this is endless. I'll definitely create much more looks using that palette. I definitely wanted to film this video for you guys as well as edit and just upload it this coming week. You are dipping into this palette if you love these shades and if you love shifty shadows. This is very, very, very special. Generally, Ensley Reign palettes sell out super quickly because of those special shades. Like Harvest Moon was gone in like 2 minutes. Twisted Tea Party was there definitely for a little bit longer, just because the quantity that was ordered by the owner was much more. I am sure with the, I did a poll on Instagram, like out of these similar color story, what are the people like most excited for? And Ensley Reign Lands of Enchantment definitely was highest against the Cosmic Brushes Winter Wonderland palette, as well as the Adept Cosmetics Element 115 palette. I'm pretty sure it might sell out. So if you are eyeing it, just mark your calendars on November 21st. But yes, now let's move on to the outro, because I have nothing but great things to say about this palette. I really hope that you guys enjoyed all the 3 looks that I created for you guys. Do let me know in the comment section below, out of the 3 looks, which one was your favorite? Are you team 1, 2, 3, none, or all? And do let me know, are you excited for this palette or not? Because I'm over the moon excited with this color story, especially with the pastels and the jewel tones together. It's match made in heaven, and with those special shades, it just takes it up a notch. I loved the looks that I created. I'll put it on the screen when it launches, and this would retail for $80 after you use my code SMITHYSONY. That will take a good chunk out of your palette cost, because I understand that this is a pricey palette, but also this is a magnetic palette, as well as it's full of beautiful shifty shadows. I love it. I love it. But that's all for today, guys. If you did like it, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.